CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come down? And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Morris is out there with Marc Gasol, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And both these coaches, Chris, tonight have plenty of options on their benches. Depth, a big part of what these teams do well.
Yeah, most great teams in the league, Kevin, have fantastic 6th and 7th options. And depth means so much during the regular season.
Schroeder finds James. And the 3 off target. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserve.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
Here's Schroeder following the basket by Brook Lopez. Schroeder against Holiday. And that one's good. Schroeder. Here's Holiday. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis. To the inside, Lopez. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Here's James. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. And the dunk by James.
When you give James a lane to the basket, he's going to dunk it hard. Amazing watching him just glide through the air.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jay. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron, that's a very real thing. Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
Poked away. Antetokounmpo against Morris. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Rejected by Gasol.
Wow. Trying to challenge Gasol. Big-time two-way player. He gets it done on both ends.
And stolen by Kuzma. Now the Lakers on the break. Moving it up. Here's Horton Tucker. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Good on the shot.
Look, when someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
Here's Horton Tucker. 9 points last game. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here is Holiday. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the pass to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Here's James. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. No good that time. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
James kicks to Kuzma. James left side. They get a hand on it. Here's DiVincenzo. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
To the paint. Here's Harrell. And foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%. And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is, and still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Bucks on top. They're up by 2. And we'll be back shortly for...
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
We've got Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Clock at 4. Augustine passes to Craig, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Los Angeles with some changes. Marc Gasol's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Markieff Morris comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. Schroeder outside. Feeds it to Gasol. It's good. Gasol's got the first basket of the second quarter for Los Angeles.
Nice timing on the pick and roll there. Good screen. Good catch by Gasol.
Augustine passes to Portis. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Connaughton. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Memphis. Here's Forbes. Gasol with the rebound. Caldwell Pope left side. It's Gasol missing. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bucks shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Here's Augustine. And Gasol sends it back. They retain possession. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Here's Craig. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Caldwell Pope. Banked in off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 2.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Back to Forbes. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right. Here's Horton Tucker. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. James checked in for Los Angeles. Holiday against Schroeder, trying to get something going. And stolen by LeBron. And it's the Lakers on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team.
Wow, hammering it in.
And you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
Holiday against Schroeder. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And Portis throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Floats it up there for Harrell. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And with toughness and physicality, Harrell can simply overpower opponents offensively.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Portis has got 6.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
The drive by James, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Now, when James is attacking like this, it's sometimes overwhelming for the D, and they're forced to compromise.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Torrey Craig. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And then for the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma comes in for Morris. And it's Alex Caruso in for Caldwell Pope. But they get it back. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. 6 to shoot. Can't hit from the low block. Lakers leading by 4.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
And Kuzma has it in the corner. James, the bounce pass. Harrell. He can't hit that time.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that's a wrap for our halftime.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. You look at James, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marcus Saul is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard. Down low, it's stolen by Schroeder. Now the Lakers on the break. Jumps up. Then Gasol with the dunk.
And the awareness of Gasol in transition. Look at that. I mean, he's set up in just the right spot.
Middleton left side. Pass to DiVincenzo. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
On the wing, James. 8 points for him. Caldwell Pope against Holiday. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. DJ Augustine's checked in for Milwaukee. The Lakers also with a sub. Horton Tucker's checked in. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. And Augustine kicks to Middleton. 13 feet away. Lopez. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
DiVincenzo finds Middleton. A 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball. Middleton's got his second basket of the night.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Got that one up quick. Bucks trail by 3. Giannis with it. 8 points for him. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
And that one's good. Schroeder. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Middleton outside. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Look, I love to see more of this from Lopez. He has the size to be a force on the glass.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Over Augustine. To the middle. Here's Gasol. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gasol's got his third bucket of the night.
The soft touch of Gasol. I mean, outstanding in close. He lets the ball glide off his fingertips.
Feeds it to Lopez. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Giannis has got 6 in the quarter.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Caldwell Pope outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Augustine. And he's good on the second. 1:10 left to play in the third. Inside. DiVincenzo kicks to Forbes. Lopez passes to Forbes. And he hits it to tie the game up. Forbes has got his first points in this one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
No one near James as he lets it go. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Love the confidence from James. He has the mindset that he can let it fly from anywhere.
Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Caruso. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Fires top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Middleton's got 7 points in the game.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Kuzma passes to Caruso. And it's sent back by Lopez. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, Giannis is running.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Lakers lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Chris Middleton is out there with Portis. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 1. Floats it up for James. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And the way James dominates on the offensive end, making it look effortless tonight.
Connaughton kicks to Holiday. That shot off. Great D that time from Harrell. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles leading by 3. LeBron outside. He feeds it to Harrell. Back to James. Lopez with the block.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
Passes it to Portis. To the inside. Here's Forbes. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And for the Lakers, their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Connaughton. Rebounded by the Lakers. And it's the Lakers on the break. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Milwaukee making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. The Lakers making a switch here. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. The shot by Holiday, no good. Lakers leading by 3. Down low. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Markieff Morris is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. LeBron left side. Left side Gasol. It's tipped. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Connaughton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws come. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Schroeder. That one a little long. The Bucks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And Giannis throws it down.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
LeBron outside. And James throws it down.
Love the attitude of James. When it's an important moment, he demands the rock and delivers.
Now Middleton. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Giannis with it. Gasol covering. Connaughton passes to Giannis. Portis trying to free himself. Giannis no good. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Such blinding speed on the drive. I mean, James is a force of nature when he's on the attack.
Middleton looking it over. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Oh, you got to love the poise of James, a master of executing in clutch situations.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
And 1:01 left in the fourth. The three, Middleton, it's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Schroeder outside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Middleton inside the three-point line. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring down within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Pass to Schroeder. Kicks to Morris. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. 6 on the shot clock. Schroeder passes to Caldwell Pope. Misses the 3. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 1. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Yeah, down by 1. You'd expect them to go for 2 here unless they get something wide open on the perimeter.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
I love the attitude that Lopez possesses. I mean, never too high, never too low. I mean, this helps him in clutch situations.
Here's James. Count it!
And just a perfectly designed play. Anytime you can get a dunk on the inbounds, you know the X's and O's were in the right spot.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They trail by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
the spirit of the NBA All-Star Game, we've had some great All-Star trivia for you to earn some BC. Here's a couple more.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The beaches of Santa Monica. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
And here comes Harden leading the fast break. And then Durant with the dunk.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
Now here's Schroeder. Last game he had 28 points. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his first foul. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Here is Harden. A 29-point game for him in the win against Houston.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
LeBron against Harris. James fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Guys, that's just superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
Landry Shamet's checked in for the Nets. And here's Harden. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game.
Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Here is Harden after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
James looking around. Got a piece of it. Harris with it. He's picked up by James. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Jordan.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
The drive by James.
Well, I'm not sure there's a more intimidating sight in basketball than watching LeBron on the move.
Harden outside. On the wing, Harris. No good on the three. Lakers trail by 5. Here's LeBron. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Shamet the pass to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Rockets. James finds Harrell. Back to James. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Harris outside. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. The 3 from KD. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. The Lakers trail. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's LeBron.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Now here's Harden. He has 6. And Harden with the stuff.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Here's Horton Tucker. Pass to Caruso. To the paint. Here's Harrell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Harden right side. Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's the Nets. They lead by 1. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Irving. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown, and it's Luwawu in at the small forward position. Harrell trying to free himself up. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And here we go, Brooklyn fast break. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Irving.
Woo-hoo, Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Caruso looking for an opening. Green against Kuzma. Pass to Caruso. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge. And the rejection by Harrell. Launches a 3. Kuzma pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Green, the kick out to Irving. Nets passing it around. Back to Brown. Feeds to Griffin. Passes it to Luwawu. Over Caldwell Pope. No good from Luwawu. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Horton Tucker. And he lays it straight in. Horton Tucker's got his first points of the game.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Right side, Irving. And the shot goes down. And the Nets lead by 5.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here is Irving. Not a lot of room.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Irving. Inside and taken away by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Horton Tucker, the pass to Harrell.
What a move from Montrezl Harrell. Put that one on the highlight reel.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Here's Kuzma. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And good seeing Kuzma work on that part of his game. Very confident once he gets close.
And the pass to Green. Here's Milwaukee. Back to Green. Over in the corner, Brown. No good on the triple. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Drains the three-pointer.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Irving. This one for 3. No good that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Pass to Irving. And it's in there. Irving's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Here's Caruso, covered by Irving. Caruso kicks to Caldwell Pope. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, defensively, Kyrie Irving has gotten better and better. Nice anticipation there.
Pass to Horton Tucker. And here is Harrell. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. What a performance for... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello back. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 13 points, 3 steals, and
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Dennis Schroeder is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Markieff Morris, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's LeBron in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Schroeder finds Morris. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Outside for Durant. Here's Harden. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Harden's got 10 points. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Here's Schroeder. Lays it up off the glass. Schroeder's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
Irving against Caldwell Pope. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Second chance shot. Harden scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And finished off by Gasol.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Well, you think about Marc Gasol. This is a former Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, he's not the star or the focal point he was at the peak of his career. But this guy still impacts the game at a very high level.
Second shot opportunity. And no good. Good D by Gasol. Fast break. The Lakers. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. And he's good on the 3-ball. Now just a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
And Doris, with Gasol, it's on the defensive end where his impact is felt the most.
That's exactly right. He still makes life difficult for opposing centers. He's strong, he's smart, he knows all the tricks of the trade. Watching Marc Gasol play is a pleasure.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
To halt the run, and Durant lays it in. Durant's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's shooting free throws, number 4 and 5 here. First one falls for him. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
There is such incredible awareness and feel for the game. Marc Gasol, such a good passer.
Nets trail by 3. Shamet kicks to Johnson. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Rejected by Gasol.
What defensive instincts. What timing by Marc Gasol. Nice block.
And the Lakers have possession. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for the Nets. Good work there as it goes.
And we know this. When Kyrie Irving starts to get going on the offensive end, he's really tough to contain. An incredible scorer because you know he can hurt you from any area of the floor.
Here's Caruso. Harrell the pass to Kuzma. Over Brown. Kuzma can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Griffin with the steal. Claxton the pass to Irving. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Harrell with it. Here's Kuzma. 2 on the clock. Misses the layup. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Nets lead by 1. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Green down out there with Irving, and it's Durant, and it's Griffin in at the center, filling out the middle. Brooklyn trailing, and stolen by Kuzma. To the middle. LeBron's shot is good. James has got 20.
Well, LeBron just shrugs off any and all contact when he has a good look at the rim like that.
Irving against James. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
The drive by LeBron.
Outstanding take to the rack by LeBron, always looking to get to the charity stripe.
Free throw good, James. So both teams making some changes here. And both free throws good for LeBron.
And really making the most of his opportunities there tonight. Hasn't been the struggle we sometimes see him go through.
Here's Harden. And the shot goes in.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Harris against LeBron. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Drops in the tray.
Well, you have to at least honor the long ball from Dennis Schroeder. He is more than capable from that distance.
Irving passes to Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
And as they're trailing in this game, that they're trying to stay in it with the triple. Shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. And it's now only a 1-point Laker lead.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
Inside and stolen by Jordan. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And finished up by KD.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
And the Lakers call time here. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Irving with the basket on the assist from KD. KD's got his third assist on the night. Schroeder surveying the floor. Right through the center that time, all net. Schroeder's got 11 points here in just the second half. Brooklyn with the ball, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Durant in the corner. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Caldwell Pope. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now just a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
And there you go, a confident scorer. KCP coming up big when they need it.
Harris dishes to KD. Out to Harris. Jordan up top. Nets passing it around. KD passes to Jordan. 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Late D that time from Harris. What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Wow, a huge play from Dennis Schroeder. You love the focus.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Harris. That's good from Schroeder.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Irving against Caldwell Pope. Irving kicks to Harden. Over Caldwell Pope. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
On the wing, Morris. The dish to Gasol. Kicks it out to LeBron. On the wing, James. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. To the inside. Durant. Money!
And this is what makes KD special. The willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
Here's LeBron. Nice defense from KD. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving's got the ball. Comes up.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Bill Russell. This one should be an easy one, for sure.
So many great players, but only one has that honor.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up, the net. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the Nets, they've got Harris. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Rockets in Houston. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Irving from long range. The rebound by the Bucks. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Middleton outside. Lets the 3 fly. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Right side, Irving. That one misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting. Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harden, no good.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Lopez finds Middleton. DiVincenzo with it. Keeps it alive and staying with the play. Middleton. Middleton's got 7.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Harden way outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. And Antetokounmpo.
Oh, yes, sir. I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
And the first one at the line is good.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And the Nets with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee. Shot clock at 5. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
So pretty when it's effortless like that. Blake Griffin up in the air, throwing it down, all second nature.
Down low, here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Brooklyn. And then for Milwaukee, Torrey Craig comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. Nets trail by 15. Shamet the pass to Brown. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Holiday kicks to Forbes. Three-pointer. And the Bucks miss again. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Luwawu. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Connaughton passes to Portis. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Craig. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the night, and that one misses. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He hits the second from the line. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Milwaukee sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be back with you shortly. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Harden in at the point guard. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Harden, and the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now, here's Portis. He's got 6 and taken away by Brown. And Brown throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Great open look there. Portis has got 8.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do. And that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Griffin kicks to Harden. Back to Griffin. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Griffin's such a special talent. He connects on those difficult finishes time and time again.
So for the Nets, Durant's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Bruce Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Torrey Craig. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Back to DiVincenzo. Lopez outside. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound. Crafty move. And the dunk by Giannis.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and ball falls right into it.
Here's Irving. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Middleton. Rebound, Brooklyn. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet. Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
It's Harden with the drive. Lopez with the block. They recover it. KD, that's for 2. Harris finds Irving. Can they get it? Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. It's Durant with the drive. And he banks in the layup.
Crazy long strides there from KD. Once he gets by you on the drive, see you later.
Bucks leading by 17. Giannis passes to Middleton. Here's Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Irving. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Houston.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Now Middleton following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists tonight.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
With 4 seconds on the clock, Irving's shot is good.
More and more, Kyrie Irving is showing off how much body control he has, especially when he drives into the interior of the D.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's field. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, a tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Harris wide open. He shoots off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton with it. Guarded now by Irving.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Love that pick and roll right there. DeAndre Jordan completes the play and very efficient at doing so.
Giannis against Durant. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Now here's Middleton following the miss by DeAndre Jordan.
Staying confident in the paint, Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Here's Irving. Jordan kicks to Irving. And here's Harris from the arc. They get it back.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Middleton. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And a quick look at some of the numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Green, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu-Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Brown. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Brown's got 7 points.
Their plan working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Down low, here's Holiday. Portis trying to free himself. Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Brown wide open. He fires. The three-pointer no good. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Portis, the pass to Craig. Back to Portis. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Harden finds Brown. Harden against Holiday. Holiday with the block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
Forbes. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Landry Shamet comes in for James Harden. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Augustine's checked in. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. To the wing on the left. Fires the three. Forbes can't get it to go. Here's Llewellyn. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks having no problems at all. Up 29 points. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Bucks shooting a superb 63% from the field. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Landry Shamet, also Johnson out there. And it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Can't get it to fall.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Back to Wilson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Irving. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about the body control that time of Kyrie Irving? Absorbs the contact, stays focused, not going to be denied down there.
Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. Kicks it out to Harden.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Augustine passes to Portis. And here's Augustine. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. A foul call.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. Look at that.
Yes, sir. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Johnson for three. Doesn't go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Bobby Portis.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Out to the right wing. Near the three-point line, it's Augustine. No good with the wing jumper. And the jam by Harden.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Wilson kicks to Craig. Takes the three. Some solid defense from Harris. Outside Jordan. Shoots it. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This one was over well before. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony.
shot. Rims out. Dave Fry with the board. Wow.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV, Dave Fry. Now, your organization had the #1 pick last year. You guys selected JVM, and now you are defending champions. Congratulations. So the upcoming draft, what is your organization looking for in order to defend the title?
All we're looking for in this year's draft to kind of help us, try to go back to back is somebody that's going to come in and just kind of buy into what we already built. We kind of already have our base. We have 4 guys coming back.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives. We welcome you to Noche NBA. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. Now here's Schroeder. Morris finds Schroeder. Over Holiday. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason, or in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change, and the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
Schroeder against Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. Giannis, no good. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with a win.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embrace the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Now here's Gasol. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. He doesn't hit that one. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. A finish, and finished off by LeBron.
The capacity at 7-1 to just survey the floor. You're not going to impede Gasol's vision.
Middleton the pass to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now, here's LeBron. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game.
A competitor in everything he does. LeBron with the strong finish.
Here's Holiday. Lopez dishes to Holiday. Double team on Holiday. And Gasol sends it back. The Lakers another fast break chance right here. And James throws it down.
In a class by himself, no one matches up with LeBron in transition.
Bucks trail by 4. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Gasol with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now here is Holiday. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Lopez passes to Holiday. Shot to stop the run, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Showing off the power there. Holiday likes to attack and comes at it with a lot of force.
Caldwell Pope finds James. Nobody near Schroeder. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Horton Tucker, the pass to LeBron. Here's Caruso. The pass to Horton Tucker for three. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got his third basket of the night right there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying.
Being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got Bobby Portis, and it's Craig in at the 4. Kuzma passes to Harrell. It's good.
He plays with such force. You see why Harrell has been called the heart and soul of this team.
And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well.
Here's Forbes, nailed from three-point land. Forbes has got 5 points now this quarter.
This is his bread and butter. Hard to find a young player better than Forbes at shooting off the catch.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Augustine with the steal. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Kuzma. Harrell the pass to Caruso. Here's Horton Tucker. And the Lakers turn it over again.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Pass to Portis. Out to the right wing. Craig kicks to Augustine. Out to the wing. Here's Connaughton. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
I'm not surprised to see Kuzma throw it down. He's got the length and leaping ability to do so.
Pass to Augustine. Here's Portis. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Caruso. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the inside, Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Passes it to Augustine. And Forbes has it in the corner. It's good. This game is all even. Forbes has got 8 points. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Here's Caruso following the 3 by Milwaukee. And it's Harrell at the elbow. The wide open look here for Kuzma, and it's off from three-point range.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Portis drives in. A second chance effort. The pass to Augustine. Pass to Portis. 4 on the shot clock. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. Portis has got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
That was physical D, but Bobby Portis is so strong, he finished through contact.
Here's Caruso. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Forbes, and he makes good on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 7.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Harrell finds Caldwell Pope. Here's Horton Tucker. To the middle. Here's Harrell. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Here's Caruso. Good on the three-point shot. Caruso's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Connaughton passes to Forbes. Over to the wing. He's looking for Portis and finds him. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The 3. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Pass to Augustine. Craig kicks to Connaughton. Now here is Augustine. There's the triple. No good on the last second attempt there. So that'll be it for the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we came a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a... And that's a...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. A 2-point game. Our second half of basketball. And presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Lakers right now, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in a point. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
It's interesting. Gasol entered the league as a big guy with raw tools. Now one of the most highly skilled centers in the game.
That one drops. He ties it up.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
High post Lopez. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
The raw power of James excels at taking on physical defense and finishing.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Here's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. And the Bucks lead by 1.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
LeBron outside. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Milwaukee's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Holiday dishes to Middleton. He kicks it to Giannis. Back to Middleton. High post Lopez. For the 3. Middleton can't get it to go. It's a close game here in Los Angeles. From 11 feet away. That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got assist number 5 here tonight. For 3, Middleton. Another miss by Middleton. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Gasol trying to free himself up. And it's Schroeder missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Kicks it down to Middleton. There's the three.
Get there.
Giannis inside. He's against Morris. Lays it up off the glass.
He's so strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here's James. He's got 10. Inside. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. And Giannis gets it to go. Giannis has got 10 points.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Schroeder kicks to Morris. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. And here's Schroeder. Over to the left wing. Morris outside. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. LeBron, no luck.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
For three, Middleton. Morris with the rebound.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Here's Schroeder. Lays it up and banks it in. Schroeder's got his third basket of the night.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Holiday finds Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. For three, Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Middleton's got 6 points in the quarter.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Schroeder outside to the left side wing. Kuzma. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Los Angeles making a switch here. Caruso's checked in, and then for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. Hero. It's rebounded by Portis.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Middleton can't get it to go.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Schroeder. 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. The pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton on the wing. Lets it go. The rebound by the Lakers. One-on-one here. Oh, Kuzma's in position. Stolen by Middleton. The shot misses. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Bucks on top. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Bobby Portis out there with Wilson. Then there's DJ Augustine, and it's Forbes in a shooting guard. Here's Schroeder after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Fires from the wing. Pass to Horton Tucker. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He said, "This is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. The Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, you know what side he's on.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Kuzma passes to Gasol. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee leading by 4. To the right side. Forbes knocks down the 3 ball.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
It's LeBron with the drive.
Defensively, you want to take away LeBron's driving lanes, but his speed and power still went out.
To the paint. Tipped away. And Forbes has it in the corner. Out left to the wing. Back to Wilson. Augustine in the corner. Beyond the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
James looking it over. Pass to Gasol. Out to Kuzma. James outside. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Forbes dishes to Augustine. Back to Forbes. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback.
Timeout.
And it's a 10-point Milwaukee lead.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Morris is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And the rejection by Giannis. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Antetokounmpo against Schroeder. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Outside Holiday for 3. Middleton drills it from outside. Middleton's got 9 points here in the second half. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Oh,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's
that is.
got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Stolen by Holiday. Passes to Giannis. Middleton on the wing. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, your smartphone, or your computer.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bucks.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Chris Middleton.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Chris Middleton.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving,
getting to the basket at will and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. And that one, good. And the Bucks lead by 20.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish. That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Augustine passes to Antetokounmpo. For three, Middleton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. No good on the three. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the... And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard. And looking at the Nets, they've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you, and he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
And when he takes it inside, the points are going to come, whether like that possession or just getting to the line.
Here's Jordan after the basket by the Lakers. Harris passes to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Nets passing it around. Pass to Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Right now, both these sides dealing with injuries. We won't be seeing either of them at 100%.
I agree with you, Kevin. It's been tough for both of these teams as they work through their rotations due to the injury bug. Credit goes to not only the coaches for trying to plug the holes and manage their rosters, but to the players. You know, when you're a pro, even if you're not initially in the rotation, you've got to always be ready to go. And these guys have stepped up well, the reserves.
Gasol. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Here's Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
You got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
Schroeder against Harden. Here's Jordan. That shot missing. Good D by Gasol. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. LeBron with the bucket. LeBron's got 6 points.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Shamet. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Rockets in Houston. The offensive rebound. Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by James.
Hey, it's not easy trying to stick with Caldwell Pope now, especially when he leaks out in transition.
Shamet, the pass to Jordan. Harris kicks to Shamet. Now here's Harden. Back to Shamet. Makes it off the glass.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Now here's Schroeder. Last game he had 28 points. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way, and Gasol sends it back. Morris into the lane. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant's got the ball.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
Schroeder against Harden. And that one's good. Schroeder.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now, here is Harden. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
And here is Los Angeles now. After the basket by Brooklyn, here's Gasol. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Both good from the line that time.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
There's the pass to Griffin. Here's Luwawu, guarded by Kuzma. The kick out to Irving. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
And there it is for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And Griffin stays with it.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Harrell. Green with the block. And they're able to recover. Horton Tucker, good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Irving for 3. It's deflected. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Here's Irving. Drops in the layup for 2. Irving's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Nets.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Stolen. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And they pick up 2. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight is... Oh, what a dunk! Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. and a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Here's LeBron, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
You talk about LeBron James, he does it all. Defends, scores, rebounds, passes, high IQ, unselfish, a leader off the court as well as on.
Durant's checked in for the Nets. Irving looking for an opening. To the inside, here's Griffin. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Harold. LeBron James on the wing. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Green, and it's James Harden in for Irving. Harden dishes to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Love how aggressive Harden is in the pick and roll. Exceptional at shooting and passing after getting the screen.
It's LeBron with the drive, and James throws it down.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And James throws it down hard.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind them taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
James kicks to Harold. Hands on the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the Nets making a change here. Shamet's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Marc Gasol's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And the dunk by James.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Jordan. Here's James, and then jammed down as he goes right over DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, they call him the freight train. LeBron James, when he's coming down the court like that, good luck trying to stop him.
And a miss there on the triple. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Caldwell Pope, no good on the shot. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. The Lakers also with a sub. Horton Tucker's checked in. Brooklyn making some changes. Blake Griffin is checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. The Lakers also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's Alex Caruso in for James. Outside Irving. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Caruso, the pass to Gasol, and finished off by Gasol.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it,
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. It's been a clinic out there by James.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Jordan, and it's Irving in at the 2-guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
And that one's good. Schroeder. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
Yeah, rising up well to finish off the dunk with power. Tremendous athleticism by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, KCP.
Here's Irving. He can't get that one. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D. Schroeder dishes to Gasol. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Nets trail by 7. Irving with it. Now guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Good on the bucket. Irving's got 10 points.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
The drive by James, and James throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Schroeder kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Back to Schroeder. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Schroeder's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Passes it to KD. Off target from outside. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
You cannot give James these types of opportunities. That guy is relentless.
Here's Jordan. Here's Harden outside for Durant. Misses off the right iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Nets trail by 11. Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
Boy, it's amazing to me how easy Harden makes it look. I mean, when he's locked in, he feels like there's nobody that can guard him, and he's right most of the time.
And he makes that one. 8 points for him.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's LeBron.
Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Finished off the break. And that's 12 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one is good.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Now here's James. He has 29. And finished off by LeBron.
You know, part of being an outstanding point forward like LeBron is mastering the pick and roll. And trust me when I say it now, he masters the pick and roll.
And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
And, you know, it's awesome to see Harden giving his all on defense. That's been an area that he's needed.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Harrell is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. Here's Harden. LeBron grabs the miss.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Green against Schroeder. Back to Harrell. The rebound by the Nets. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. And they need to avoid that.
Here's Harden. There's the dish to Griffin. Back to Brown. Shoots over Schroeder. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Griffin's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nets.
Channeling his off-the-charts athleticism. You can't take your eyes off Griffin after the shot goes up.
Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low-post presence.
Brown inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one. Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
It's Harden. Oh, my goodness! And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And the Lakers making a change here. Morris has checked in. LeBron against Harris. 5 on the clock. The drive. Oh!
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
The 9-foot shot. Irving misses. Los Angeles leading by 13. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Caruso. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Unloads from 13. Tries again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, Jordan's size is part of the reason why he draws as many fouls as he does. They just have a tough time getting through his body without fouling.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Alex Caruso. Harden against Schroeder. Pass to James. And here's Schroeder. In the corner, it's Morris. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 11. Harden to pass to Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Hey, when you're as big and strong as Jordan is, you expect to get hit. You expect contact. And Jordan doesn't let it bother him.
James against Jordan. LeBron outside. Harrell banked in off the glass.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
That's tipped. Nets passing it around. Releases. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
James looking around. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Harris.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Wow, 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 DeAndre Jordan.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
Learned as a pro.
You're playing for something bigger than you, obviously. You know, even if it's not, you know, for me, it would be the Wizards, you know, the NBA. I've seen, you know,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope. And with tip-off.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Now here is Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Over Harris. The putback. And it's KD with the rebound. Here's Harden. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Middleton on the wing. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Here is Durant. Following the basket by Chris Middleton. Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. They double him with Irving. Lopez. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
Back to Harden. Launches it. They get it again. Over Giannis. And he can't bank that one in. The Bucks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And it's Middleton penetrating. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Now here's Harden. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable. Harris finds KD. The wing jumper off target.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Middleton for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks it out to Harden. Over Holiday. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Bucks have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Here's Giannis. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Lopez from deep. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3.
Wow, lights out from distance. Durant with a quick, high release, just a pure shooter.
Jordan against Holiday. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Well, you have to like the length of Brook Lopez and the fact that he understands he has that advantage on both ends of the floor.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Durant. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game.
How about the body control Kevin Durant has? My goodness gracious, takes the punishment and makes the shot anyway.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Lopez. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Jordan the pass to Irving. For three, Harris gets a hand on it, and KD is right there. KD's got 8.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Connaughton passes to Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Outside, KD. For three, Harris. Craig pulls it in. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. Augustine, that's good.
Rise and fire from DJ Augustine. I love it. This guy has so much confidence in his scoring ability.
Irving looking over the floor. Here's Durant. Craig pulls it in.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Outside Irving. And it's Shamet missing. Now the Bucks moving it up. Free throw line jump shot. He can't get it to go. Tie game in Milwaukee. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin of the...
I think the underdog story, started with...
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Griffin down out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Green, and it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. It's good on the putback.
His positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Harden dishes to Griffin. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Bobby Portis.
And the strength from the big man. Griffin just refusing to quit and muscling it in. Wow.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Now here's Lopez. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Green against DiVincenzo. Middleton for 3. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Nets with the lead. Harden scanning the floor.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to DiVincenzo. From the left block, he sends it through. It's the Nets now, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Holiday against Griffin. Here's Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching. And I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. The shot's good. Shamet's got his first 2 points.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Poke loose. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone.
Boy, defensively, Kyrie Irving has gotten better and better. Nice anticipation there.
Here's Holiday. He had 15 points last outing. On the wing, Giannis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Holiday against Irving. From deep. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
And Harris wide open. He shoots off target from three-point range. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 3.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Shamet finds Harris. Shamet with it. Outside Irving. With 2 seconds left.
Well, the long arms of Brook Lopez able to bother shooters. Very hard not to be distracted.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 10 points. Well, we know he's a magician. Thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And on the way from Irving for 3. The Bucks trail. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez.
Out of bounds.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
KD dishes to Irving. Knocked loose. Jordan kicks to Harris. Here's Harden. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Bucks passing it around. Lopez finds Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Harden against Holiday. Irving for 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. The Bucks shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. A miss that time would have put them up. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in.
Oh, what a dunk! Look out below!
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown. Portis drives in. That one goes. Counted. Portis has got 6 points.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Jeff Green on the wing. Harden outside. Luwawu, the pass to Harden. High post shot. The rebound by the Bucks. Craig's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Forbes, and he lays it straight in. Forbes has got his first 2 points of the night. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Harden outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. 14 points for him. 1:35 left in the third quarter of the game. And Harden comes to help. Over to the wing. In transition, here come the Nets. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And it's a 3-point Nets lead.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
Now the pass to Luwawu. Griffin kicks to Harden. Again, the miss by Harden. Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Harden against Augustine. Harden dishes to Griffin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Still, Griffin has insane hops. Close in, can sky over others. Helps him to draw fouls.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Torrey Craig. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Holiday in for Augustine. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Nets lead by 4.
The handles, the burst, almost impossible to stay in front of Kyrie on the drive.
Here's Giannis. Up again. The rebound by Jeff Green. Brown kicks to Griffin. Pass to Irving. Green left side. Missed. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving at the 1. And so it's Milwaukee now. Nets leading by 4. It's Brown on the wing. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's Brown missing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Harden in for Bruce Brown.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Giannis inside. Harris is there. For 3, Middleton connects from three-point range. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Out to Harris. Outside, KD. The Nets working the ball around now. Harden the pass to Jordan. Lopez with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Knocked away. Stolen by Harden. Harris dishes to KD. Here's Irving. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving, one of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Jordan finds Irving. Right side, Durant fires for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And Durant sends it back. And a wide open look for Irving. Good on the triple.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. The drive by Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Harden outside. Durant in the corner. Off target with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Irving against Holiday. Durant for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 1.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Count that one.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
DiVincenzo against Harden. 2 points. That one goes.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Middleton against Harris. Middleton can't get it to go. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 1. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Bucks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
1:10 left in the fourth. Now here's Harden. Harris outside. Back to Harden. Durant in the corner. Jordan. Good!
Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
The Bucks have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Harden outside. On the wing, Irving. Laces one from 3.
We all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot, and when he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish.
It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
The open shot, Harris. The putback, got it.
Wow, how about the reach of DeAndre Jordan? That looked darn near impossible.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke,